Okay, we are at the Nanty Glow Alliance Church. This is their social hall. This is where I currently attend church. And as you can see, they had some water damage. Then they had asbestos tile, and over top of that they had sheet vinyl. Then over top of that they had a layer of carpet. So thank goodness I wasn't a part of this tear out, because it would have been a nightmare. But they did have to take the proper channels for asbestos abatement, and that was done by ServPro. But they did a real nice job doing the tear out. I last night came in and put down this half of the room so I could move all the furniture over there. So you can see that they chose the Floor Nations from the Pride line. I've shown you a previous video Greg Citrone did in Blairsville of the Freedom. This is the Pride stone look. And again, I'll give you the specs on all that later. But we did one half of the room, so we gotta put down the pressure sensitive adhesive in the other half of the room here, which I'm about to do now, and I'll kind of show you how to do that. This little kitchenette area will get done as well. And then, of course, they'll put their cabinets in later and all that. But we got to put some pressure sensitive glue down, let it flash off. It usually takes about 30 minutes, although this slab's pretty cold. I bet you it's going to take closer to maybe about 40 minutes, I would say. But as soon as it flashes it off, we'll put down some material. Okay, so we're here at the Nanty Glow Alliance Church, like I said. I started putting down the adhesive, and this is a pressure sensitive adhesive, and Raskin sells their own. But unfortunately, I had this left over for a job, but it's approved for vinyl back products, so we're good to go. As you can see, it goes down white, and it'll transfer to your finger. It's still wet, it's not ready to set yet. When it dries, it'll dry clear, and then it won't transfer to your finger. It'll be nice and sticky. I'm not going to bog you down with showing you how to glue the whole job. I mean, you get the gist of it, but I'm just going to go ahead and spread some and let you see how it's done. And then after that, we'll show some product being put down. You just want nice even strokes back and forth. We're using, again, a 3/32 of an inch notch trowel. That's recommended by Floor Nations for their vinyl products. As you can see, I have a nice even notch the whole way through. You don't want to leave any clumps anywhere, and you don't want to miss any spots either. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Again, I'm not going to bog you down with showing you how to glue the whole floor, but we are going to take some more video of the actual product going down. But as I said, you can see a nice even consistency. There's no clumps anywhere. It's leaving just the right amount per the manufacturer's recommendation from the notch on the floor.
Hi, my name is Jovi and I'm 6 years old.
Yep, that's Jovi, my 6-year-old daughter. And that's Dave Wick you see there in the background. He's rolling the product. I like to roll it after I get every so many rows down. Dave's a member of the congregation here, and he's part of the family. He's asking, or he's helping us out. And as you see, that's a 150-pound roller. A little bit of overkill. You really only need a 110-pound roller. But he'll go back and forth evenly to properly embed the LVT into the adhesive. And as you can see, the adhesive is dried clearly for the most part. Over here you can see it still isn't quite set up yet. That's where the last part I glued. It's really taken a long time today because it's really humid. and that slab's concrete, so it's pretty cold. But we're going to go ahead and roll this little bit of section we got done, and then we'll shoot some video of me and Jovi putting some material down. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to install a little bit of this. I mean, it's really simple, so again, I'm not going to bog you down and show you how to do the whole floor. But these are directional. Jovi, flip that up and show Dave the arrow on the back. You can see there's an arrow, so they are directional. On this installation, we're running them all one way, so we have the arrows going this way. Now you can't alternate them. You could do one this way, one that way, vice versa. That becomes a little bit harder to keep track of in your head. So in this situation, we are keeping the arrow all in one place. This glue is tacky because it's dry. When you touch it, it doesn't transfer to your finger, so it's ready to go. As I said previously, some arrows we're waiting to dry yet, but until we get that far, it should be ready to go. But you just set the piece in there, make sure your butt joint's tight, make sure your side joint's tight, and then you spread evenly, just a little bit of pressure with your hand, and it's down. As you can see, it's a pressure-sensitive adhesive, so you can pull it back up in the future. You could do the same thing, and that's why I like glue downs as opposed to clicks, because as I keep saying, if you have a problem with the click down the road, you have to move all the furniture, unclick everything to the problem, put another piece in, click it back, move the furniture. Much better. Plus, this is more dimensionally stable because of the pressure-sensitive adhesive. Clicks with thermal temperatures and the way sun can come in the windows, they can have problems. So I prefer glue downs, but our Glory line, which I showed you another video of, it's just a perimeter glue that loose lays. That's a nice product as well. We'll just continue to go ahead and put a couple of more pieces in here. Jovi's handing them to me with the arrows going the right way, right, Jove?
Yep.
At first. And this is really a pretty easy installation. This job's about 950 square feet. Now, granted, it is pretty square. You can't see the kitchen in the back there. There is a good bit of cutting around cabinets. But this is probably about a 6 to 8 hour installation. And I'm going to let Jovi put a piece in here just to show you how easy this is. Even a 6-year-old can do it. Go ahead, Jovi. Not too bad. Not too bad. That butt joint could be a little bit tighter, but as you can see, if even a 6-year-old can do it, this stuff's pretty easy to install. So again, there's 3 lines: the Freedom, the Pride, and the Glory. This particular line that we're doing today, as I said, is the Pride, the stone look. So once we're all done, we'll show you a final video. So here's the final floor. My crazy dog running around. But it turned out pretty nice, it really did. I mean, they still have a lot of work to do here. I always like getting final pictures with the furniture back in. You know, I still got to get some tools out of here, and they got to move some things around, but they have a lot of finish work to do yet. They have to put some cabinets in the back and put some trim down, cover up the heat. I'll show you a picture of the kitchen here. This is the kitchenette. It's a little dark, so let me turn the light on. But it's spilled into the kitchen here. Like I said, they got to put cabinets in yet, move the fridge and the stove and everything back in. But it really did turn out nice. You can see there's a very high color variation in the stone pattern. But looks pretty nice. And as I said, this is about a 6 to 8 hour installation. A little over 900 feet, about 940 feet I think it was. Just so much easier with glue downs, I think, than with clicks. Now obviously with glue downs you do have to have a better substrate in most cases. But with the Glory line, which I'll talk about in another video, even more forgiving than substrates for clicks. Okay, so we are back at the office now, and I want to talk a little bit about the installation you saw on the Pride line. This is, as you saw previously, the arc binder. Yeah, very nice for the A&D community to stick in their libraries. But again, we have the Freedom line, the Pride line, and the Glory line. In the video that you just saw that we did at the Alliance Church was from the Pride line. Now the Pride line, up until very recently, well, all three lines were all wood looks. But as you saw in that installation, we did do a stone look. So the product that they picked from the Pride line was this one here. Kind of a high shade variation, as you saw. This is a really nice piece. Has some different tones in it, some browns and some grays. It's a little bit of activity going on here. This is a really nice piece. There are three other colors of the stone look as well. This one's a lighter gray, not quite as much motion, but still that nice stone look. This one here is a little bit darker. A little more motion in this one, and then the last one is the darkest one here. So with the Pride line, you get a little bit better than you did with the Freedom, not quite as good as the Glory. Like any good, better, best, nominal thicknesses and wear layers and warranties will increase. So with this particular product you saw at the church job, it has a 15-year commercial warranty, lifetime residential warranty. It's 3.0 millimeters thick, 20 mil wear layer, and it is a 7 by 48 plank also. I think the job turned out real nice.